Hi, I'm excited to show you a couple updates that we have made to our Help Connect portal for our volunteers to log into and find activities that our older adult members are requesting a little help with. First of all, we have made actually the Help Connect login button, which is right up here, much more visible for folks. And we hope that makes things a little bit easier when you look to log in. I also wanted to point out we did also put our calendar button up here. Keep an eye on that, as often sometimes there might be things that you may want to be more involved in. Let me start with our Help Connect login. That is how all of our volunteers log in who have been given usernames and passwords to then find the activities that our members are requesting a little help with. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that button. I have over here a volunteer training video. That is something that we do just recommend all of our volunteers taking a look at and just reviewing it. We will be updating that one again shortly, but it does give a couple tips if you're at all concerned about what it maybe takes to be a volunteer with a little help. All right, let's move on. And here is our new Help Connect portal. We've again mapped out a few little things for volunteering, what you should do. So please follow these steps. Review the opportunity in the view details, which we'll get down to in a minute. You can select the opportunity by the accept button. And then make sure you're always contacting that member by phone. Please do not assume that just because it's in the system that they are going to be expecting a volunteer without a phone call. A phone call is necessary, and we even recommend making a second phone call the day of the activity that you're going to be helping them with, or at least the day before, to make sure things haven't changed and everyone is feeling well and everyone is remembering the appointment they maybe had made with you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. And here we have, it's just a slight change in the way that you can search for things. We think this is going to make things so much easier for folks and just really keep it pretty simple. I would also love to point out to you, for those of you who use their mobile phones, all of this is now very mobile friendly. So once you're on Help Connect, this is going to fit into your mobile screen perfectly. And I really recommend using that if you are a mobile user and like to just kind of check things out on your mobile phone. Here you'll have your activity types. This is very similar to the one we had in the past, where you would just click on the activity that you would like to help provide. Some people really are very specific about what they would like to help out with. Others really don't care. So in that case, I would just reset, and that blue would go away on the ride, and we're just back to nothing. The city, this is really just where you would put in the city you live in if you wanted to be very specific. So I'm just going to say Denver. Or if you preferred and you really wanted to keep it very close to just the area in which you live in, you could also just put your zip code. I'm not going to use the zip code function this time around because I just want to see anything and everything that is actually in Denver. And here are all of the activities that are going to be in the Denver area for me to take a look at. So right off the bat, I see Isabel needs some outdoor help. It's the quick request is haul away a fence post. And it says flexible. I am going to go ahead and just take a look at view details, just because I am curious on what that really means. And see if there's anything more. I wanted to point out that is new to our Help Connect system is this little map feature, which again, I just love. I like seeing right off the bat approximately where Isabel lives. We're not going to give you the exact address right yet until you actually accept it, but I do get a pretty good idea that she's on Josephine Street, and I can scroll out. So it's Josephine and MLK. That gives me a great idea of approximately where Isabel actually lives. And that is great for me. I know that area and I'd be happy to go there. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and hit accept request. So I'm going to accept this request. Here is the screen that will happen when you accept a request. You have accepted this volunteer opportunity. This now is going to give me all of the information that I need to actually reach out to Isabel. It's got her phone number as well as her actual address. If I were doing this on my phone, I could actually click on the 303-940 and call Isabel right there and then. Again, I think that's a really neat and handy feature. I'm very excited that we have that. Also, on my phone, or if I wanted to do it right here, I also can just go ahead and click on this address, and it's going to take me to Google Maps. So here I can, again, if I were possibly in the phone or was going to try to head over to maybe Isabel's right now, I could go ahead and do directions from where I am. I love that feature as well. It just makes things pretty immediate for folks. And I think it's a really nice added function that we have. Weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Go Back to Volunteer Opportunities. That is going to take me back just to where I was. It actually kept my search functions. It kept Denver. So I would like to actually kind of drive and meet someone new. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one for Tom. Again, I'm just going to take a quick view details just to see if there's anything I should know more about the appointment, or perhaps if Tom is in a walker, or any other details that are important. Again, this looks pretty straightforward, so I'm going to go ahead and accept this request as well. Fantastic, done. Going to go back to my volunteer opportunities. So the other thing I wanted to show you as a volunteer that I am super excited about one more time is this map function. To me, this is one of the coolest things that we've added, and we'll keep on working on adding cool things to our Help Connect. Here I'm going to click on the map function, and I'm going to scroll down. And here, the other part that I just think is neat is to see where a little help is. So a little help is all over the place. But this is showing me all these pins are showing me all the requests that are out there for all of our members, from maybe rides to yard work to care calls to walking a pet. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll in, and this time I'm going to go ahead and just scroll in up into the northern Colorado area. So I'm just going to kind of hit my button, and with my little hand you can see that I am moving the map, and I'm going to scroll in a little bit further and a little bit further. I'm going to go down. I'm actually going to go ahead and take something that's a little south right here near Loveland. I'm going to click on this little red icon here and see what the details are. Leave the same, and you can keep scrolling in. Like for instance, I see there might be another dot underneath that. So I'm going to kind of look and scroll in a little bit further. It looks like there's two people who live right by each other. It really is the exact same concept. You can view the details, or you can go ahead and just accept requests right there. And again, it'll give you everything you need along with an email. A couple things that we ask our volunteers to have with them when they are helping the volunteer. We do have volunteer cards. We do ask that if you are able to bring that with you. It just gives a little security to our members to know that you really are a volunteer with a little help. If you do not have one of those, go ahead and contact our office or volunteer@alittle.help.org. Here we'll give you a couple hints about if you're driving, what kind of things you should note to the member. Here too, we talk about exchanging phone numbers, and that is only if you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable giving out your phone number, that's fine. And then we do make a note here about if you do take on this activity and you have gone ahead and done it, but it actually was a lot more than what maybe this opportunity discusses. We do ask that you complete a form and just let us know what else you did. It's important for our grants and really just to continue a little help moving. I really hope you'll enjoy the new functionality that is in our new Help Connect. You're username and password that was given to you for the old one still should work. There should not be any issues with it. I'm hoping this is all pretty seamless for everyone and you really do enjoy the new features.